It's a lot of money if it's a genuine offer, which I believe it is. Then how much do they want? How greedy can one man be? 50 million isn't good enough? Well, good luck to him. I hope he gets 250 million. I don't know what's going on. We're prize fighters. We box for free once upon a time. I'm sure it's not just about the money. Those are the words of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, speaking on the Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder situation. There you hear Tyson Fury saying that Anthony Joshua should stop being greedy. You know, like DMX, you've been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. Ribs is touching, so don't make me wait. Mess around and I'ma bite you and snatch the plate. Old tight DMX. Yeah, that's Tyson Fury's view, that Joshua should stop being greedy. Tyson Fury's never going to say too many positive things about Anthony Joshua. It's a rival of his. I think there is some resentment there because Joshua is seen by the majority of people in the UK, the majority of casual boxing fans in the general public. Joshua is seen as the legitimate world heavyweight champion and Tyson Fury isn't. Tyson Fury is seen as the legitimate guy by a lot of hardcore fans, but if we're talking about the general public in Britain, they see Joshua as the man. And I think that does spark some resentment in Tyson Fury's heart. And that's why he's always been pretty disparaging about Anthony Joshua. And he's always going to, you know, come down in favor of anybody who's against Joshua for the most part. So we have to take a lot of the things that Tyson Fury says about Joshua with a pinch of salt. At the end of the day, Tyson Fury predicted that Joseph Parker would knock Anthony Joshua's spark out. He also predicted that Charles Martin would defeat Anthony Joshua. So, you know, you can see the bias there and you can see that his views on Anthony Joshua are not really to be taken that seriously. But when it comes to greed, does Tyson Fury have a point this time? Maybe. You know, it's difficult for most of us to understand the mindset that you're going to be in when you are a superstar boxer. When you're 28 years old, like Joshua is, I believe he's 28 now. When you're 28, you got the world at your feet. You're a multi-millionaire. You've got, you know, most of the women in the country loving you. You've got the casual fans loving you, international sponsorship deals. I mean, the adulation that you're getting, because you're not just famous, you're famous for knocking people out. So that boosts your alpha male ranking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which attracts females and attracts the respect of males. So with all that adulation, it must be extremely difficult for that stuff to not go to your head. The vast sums of money that you can generate and command, as well as all the adulation. A young guy with high testosterone levels who knocks people out for a living, how do you keep your feet on the ground in that situation? How do you not succumb to megalomania? So when we're talking about greed, when you're at the negotiating table and you're saying, I've done this numbers and I've done those numbers and I've made this amount of money, isn't that an easy trap to fall into if you're in Anthony Joshua's shoes or the shoes of somebody similar? Is it difficult to keep your ego in check when you're in that situation? I suspect it's a lot more difficult than most of us realize, because we're not multimillionaire boxers, are we? We don't have the world at our feet. We don't have millions of women trying to get with us. We're not knocking people out for a living. We're not commanding enormous multi-million pound sums of money every single year. Most of us are not doing that. So we don't have the temptation that Joshua has to become megamaniacal. We don't have it. You know, so the point I'm making is maybe there is an element of greed there with Anthony Joshua. You have to look at it. He wants, obviously, far more money than Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua is not poor. He could very easily give Deontay Wilder 60-40. But he don't want to do that. He wants to take, massively the lion's share. He's not interested in those 60-40s. Greedy? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, he believes he's got the right to be greedy because of the fact that he's been fighting for enormous sums of money for a long time now. So stepping up and facing Deontay Wilder, which would be one of the riskiest fights of his career, he believes he should be getting a lot more money facing somebody like Wilder than he has been getting for facing the likes of Takam, etc. So I'm sure that's the way he would justify it in his head and to other people. But I think the greed argument is a legitimate one, to be honest with you. I'm not necessarily saying I agree, but I can entertain that argument that he's just being greedy. Yeah, I can definitely entertain that argument. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Is Anthony Joshua being too greedy when it comes to this Deontay Wilder deal? I certainly believe Joshua wants to fight. There's no question in my mind that him and Eddie Hearn want this fight. There's no question in my mind that both of them believe they can win this fight. And that they will win this fight if it takes place. I firmly believe they both are convinced of that. But when it comes to the money, are they greedy? You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out.